Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella, who joins us now live. Satya, obviously, it's been a very fast-moving and dramatic last 72 to 48 hours, and I want to start with the state of play. Where are we now? OpenAI says it's hired a new CEO. We're reporting there are efforts to get Sam Altman back. Tell us where things stand.
Now, first of all, Emily, it's great to be with you. On Friday morning, we were very excited, committed, and confident in our innovation roadmap to bring this next generation of AI to our customers. And we feel fantastic and capable of doing that. And we were partnered with OpenAI, and we were partnered with Sam. And that's exactly where I am on Monday afternoon, if you will, because we think that we are leading in this next generation of AI technology. We continue to be committed to OpenAI, and we continue to be committed to Sam and Greg and the team, irrespective of where they are. And, I think about Sam has chosen multiple times now to work with us, and that's fantastic to see. And I think the real thing is that the capability that Microsoft has across the tech stack is what attracts great people like Sam, and people like Sam and, innovators like Sam when it comes to AI to come to us, and we're thrilled about it.
You incredibly quickly hired Sam as well as Greg. We are hearing that Sam wants to return. Investors want him to return to OpenAI. How would you feel about that?
Yeah, as I said, we really want to partner with OpenAI, and we want to partner with Sam. And so irrespective of where Sam is, he's working with Microsoft. And that is the case on Friday, and that's the case today. And I absolutely believe that'll be the case tomorrow.
So what are the conversations you've had with OpenAI's current board? From their perspective, where do things stand? And have you talked with Emmett Shear, the new interim CEO?
Yeah, I've had conversations with Emmett. And again, it's the same thing. There's no real difference there from where we were when we were working with Mira and she was interim CEO, when Sam was CEO, and Emmett. So my message to them, Emmett, is very clear, which is, hey, look, we remain very, very committed to OpenAI and its mission and its sort of roadmap, and they can count on us. And then, as I said, we are also very committed to Sam and Greg and team that want to join us. If they're not at OpenAI, or anyone else who's at OpenAI wants to go somewhere else, we want them to come to Microsoft and continue to work here and in partnership with OpenAI.
To your knowledge, why was Sam fired? And to your knowledge, was he involved in any wrongdoing? Has the board given you a reason?
As far as I'm concerned, we were, as I said, we were very confident in Sam and his leadership team. I've not been told about anything. They published internally at OpenAI that the board has not talked about anything that Sam did other than some breakdown in communications. And, I've not directly and was told by anyone from their board about any issues. And so therefore, I remain confident in Sam and his leadership and capability. And that's why, we want to welcome him to Microsoft.
Now, we understand that to support a return of Sam Altman to OpenAI, Microsoft wants some changes to the board, to governance, to its overall contract with OpenAI, so something like this never happens again. What specifically are you looking for? For example, would you want a board seat? And if not, what else?
Yeah, I think we definitely will want some governance changes so that, surprises are bad, and we just want to make sure that things are done in a way that will allow us to continue to partner well. That's about it, right? This idea that somehow, suddenly changes happen without being, in the loop is not good. And we will definitely ensure that some of the changes that are needed happen. And we continue to be able to go along on the partnership with OpenAI.
So how are you envisioning this role with the sort of, advanced AI team that Sam and Greg would be joining and leading? Can you explain that? And are they actually Microsoft employees right now? Like, who do they work for?
Yeah, so they're all in the process of joining. And yes, the thing is, look, we have a ton of AI expertise in this company. In fact, at our Ignite conference last week, we talked about all of the great work OpenAI is doing and on Azure and all the, models and tools that we built around it. And we also talked about all the open source models that are on Azure, from, Llama and Mistral and JS and everything, and then also, in fact, not only are we leaders in LLMs, in partnership with OpenAI, but we're also leaders in SLMs, or the small language models with Phi. And we talked about that, which is all developed by Microsoft Research. So I'm excited about is sort of creating another team that's really going to have high ambition on leading edge advanced AI work that Sam and Greg are excited about. This is something that, we've talked a lot about with them. What happens in 25? What happens in 30? What do we do to advance both the system side, the science side? And that's the thing that we will be pushing on.
Now, many folks I'm speaking with don't see Sam as a sort of big tech company guy. He has all of these side projects that we've already heard about. We've reported on new projects. Would he be able to pursue these side projects while being employed by Microsoft?
Yeah, I'm sure. Sam is got broad interests and broad investments and so on, and we'll definitely work through the governance aspects of it. But most importantly, I think he would want to only work at Microsoft if he wants to spend his full-time time on really pursuing the mission, just like how he was spending his time on OpenAI. And so that's kind of the idea behind having him lead this advanced research team around AI with Greg and others. And that's an exciting thing for us to look forward to.
I'm curious just your reaction to, the last 3 days of events. Are you now more concerned than ever about AI safety, given we've seen clearly how fragile these institutions are?
It's a great point. The thing that I think, in some sense, I've always felt that we should think about the unintended consequences of any great advances in technology from day one versus dealing with them later. So in some sense, I welcome this dialogue, if you will, of safety and safety first even in technology and technological development, right? I think in some sense it should be celebrated that we as a tech industry have gotten to a place where we don't think of this as a trade-off, but we think about this as two considerations that are both first class, right? One is how do we build technology so that everybody in the world can have a doctor that they can reach, or a tutor, or a rural farmer in India has more agency because of technology that was developed in the West Coast of the United States a few months earlier. These are unbelievable things that democratize access on one side, but on the other side, right, being grounded on the here and now harms, right? Whether it's election interference or deep fakes or bias, or bioterrorism, and having the guardrails against it, or even some of the AI takeoff existential risks and the alignment research that is required. So I think that there is a real robust dialogue that's happening, and real work. Like when I think about Microsoft, we've done, in fact, some of the most work around AI alignment, AI safety, guardrails. So for example, even the open source models we launched last week all have benefit from all the guardrail work we did around OpenAI models.
So throughout the reporting process, we've heard, concerns about potential regulatory issues, and of course, the power that Microsoft already has, the power that Microsoft has in AI. Have you, on your end, worked through all the potential legal issues at play here? I just spoke to one investor who said, they're considering suing OpenAI. There's a lot of things that have yet, it seems, to be figured out. And do you know what Microsoft's legal liability is and OpenAI's legal liability is, given your significant investment there?
Yeah, look, I'm most focused on and most excited about our ability to continue to innovate, Emily. I'll let the lawyers sort of figure out what liabilities are, but I think we have all the capability, all the IP, and all the things that we need in order to continue to essentially control our destiny here so that we can continue to innovate on behalf of our customers. That's what matters. That's what makes Microsoft Microsoft. And we'll continue to do what we need to do.
Okay, so quick last question. This is today. Who's going to be CEO of OpenAI tomorrow? You tell me.
I will leave it to OpenAI and its board.
All right. Satya Nadella, CEO of Microsoft, thank you. I know you've had a really busy few days. Appreciate you taking the time to talk to us.